Good evening. My name is Conor Barrett and welcome to Sheffield Hallam News. These are tonight's top stories. Yorkshire Water attracted controversy with the company coming under fire for not paying any corporation tax. This is despite the company making over £186 million in profit last year. Our reporter found out more.
Vital for life, but also big business. When water companies were privatised, Simple H2O suddenly had huge profit potential. And profits are taxed by the government. That's corporation tax. There's no doubt Yorkshire Water is spending millions upgrading its infrastructure, but it makes money too. Last year the company made £186 million. The average customer's water bill went up by 6.6%, and yet the company paid zero corporation tax. Today the bosses met MPs to explain why.
It was disappointing. Yorkshire Water did come and explain their position on paying no tax in the last financial year, but there was no sense of contrition and no apology from them.
So what's going on? Well, Yorkshire Water says it borrows lots of money to pay for new pipes and cleaner sewage works. It is allowed to deduct the amount of interest it pays on those loans from its taxable profit, and that reduces the corporation tax it owes. Despite its name, Yorkshire Water reaches far beyond our shores. In 2009, it set up 3 companies in the Cayman Islands and has subsidiaries in the USA, the Netherlands and the Isle of Man. The tax bill can be cut further by offsetting losses from those companies. Now, Yorkshire Water isn't selling this stuff to the Cayman Islands. It says its presence there isn't about reducing its tax bill because all the companies are registered in the UK for tax purposes. It says this complicated structure is about enabling it to borrow more money at cheaper rates.
The rules do allow them to do this, but my message is that yes, there are things that we as MPs can do to tighten those rules, but also they as a company need to look at what they can do, and that's why I'm sort of shocked that we've had the casino bankers, we've now got the casino water companies, and we need these companies to take some responsibility as well.
Questions have been raised about the amount of tax paid by some of the big names in business. Other water companies and energy firms are also being examined. Yorkshire Water says it was pleased to explain its arrangements. While the MPs may still not be convinced, the company is confident it complies with both the letter and the spirit of the law.
The man who helped bring snooker to the Crucible Theatre in Sheffield, Mike Watterson, has sadly passed away today at the age of 76. The former professional snooker player from Chesterfield helped bring the World Championship of Snooker to the Crucible in 1977. He is credited with saving the sport and helping bring it to the television on the BBC. A local amateur snooker player paid tribute to his achievements.
So as well as being a fan, I also really enjoy playing snooker. And I think if it wasn't for snooker being at the Crucible in Sheffield, I probably wouldn't have started playing, because it was growing up, going to the Crucible and watching the snooker that led to me wanting to start playing. Kind of brought that sporting background to me.
Students at Sheffield Hallam University are urged to go to the polls this week, with student elections taking place. Students are currently voting on which candidates they'd like to represent them on the issues important to them. Students can vote for offices in over 18 different categories, including education, welfare and an overall student council president. Voting is officially open today and votes can be cast until midday on Friday. Now, West Yorkshireman Dave Sykes has always been a thrill seeker, and that hasn't changed since becoming paralysed from the waist down 20 years ago. Dave is now preparing to embark on the adventure of a lifetime. He has attempted to become the first person to fly a microlight to the North Pole. Here's Sally with more.
Getting ready for takeoff, this is a man who likes to push himself to the extreme. 4 years ago, Dave Sykes flew from Rufforth Airfield near York to Australia in a microlight. Today, he set off on a new challenge to become what's thought to be the first person to fly a microlight to the North Pole.
I've been called bonkers, mad and crazy for the last 2 weeks by everybody I know. Very nervous at the moment, to be quite honest, because it's actually overwhelming, disappearing off into Europe, leaving everybody behind, because I'm actually on my own. I've got no ground support or air support with me, just truly on my own.
And all of this despite being paralysed following a motorbike accident 20 years ago.
See you later, sweetheart.
Dave will be raising money for the Martin House Children's Hospice. He hopes to fly to the North Pole and back, with stop-offs to refuel in between, within 4 weeks.
What a heartwarming story. Well, that's all we have time for this evening. Thank you for watching.